I'm kind of like low-key exploding in girl world spaces, which is not fun nor fresh for me, dog. I'm not looking forward to it in the slightest. And now that I have like a guy in my life, it's really piquing people's interest. So here we go.
There we go. Hello. Yeah, we're doing this today. I'm a professional, okay? I'm a professional. All right, where's the chat? I'm here. Y'all been requesting horizontal, and I feel like today's the perfect day to experiment with this. Hi, everyone. The nature of the stuff that I'm gonna end up having to cover in this fucking live. I have some shit to explain and talk about, and I have some shit to talk to. I had a great time outside of the internet, but the internet's been shitty to me the past few days. Regarding what? Well, I tried to go live earlier this morning, but the connection wasn't good. So I don't know how much y'all heard what we talked about, but I'm just gonna say it here for the people that, like, in case they missed it. The guy that I'm talking to was, like, doxed. First, it was just, like, a photo release, and then this just fucking loser made a 2-hour video where they used a fucking chart. And I actually ended up seeing the photo because somebody tagged me in a community post. So I saw it against my will. Please don't tag me and shit like that. Thank you. Share it if you must, but don't directly tag me. I don't want to see that shit. And I saw the amount of views and I was like, oh, I feel a little bit better about this actually. The views are very low. But when I went live this morning, there was a piece of information I did not know, and then when I found out, I handled it, and I got all the appropriate information that I need to know the truth of what actually is going on. I don't even know where to start, to be real with you, but at some point I do need to cook because I didn't think of this through before I left to go hang out with him. Oh, what I meant to say is the next day, after they leaked the photo, they leaked his government name. So we're just kind of tossing the whole like nickname thing out of the door. His name's Jeff, so I'm just gonna call him Jeff. His name's Jeff, so we can just call him Jeff. That's his name. It really is stalking. I don't want to share him like on my platforms unless we're official. So I'm not having that conversation until then. But we're good. By the way, hold on, pause. Just to let my supporters know, like him and I, we're solid. He's been fantastic about it. He was like, or no, I was like, what did I say? I'm very thirsty and it's distracting me. But basically, I'm not hiding anything because this is someone I potentially want to date. So it's like he needs to know everything and he needs to know the truth. And like I don't fucking lie when it comes to relationships and stuff. Him and I are good. I had already mentioned in the past like about the mugshot thing, and I already know that story. That story's not coming on the internet. If you know his identity and you know the charges, but you don't know the story. It's not your fucking business to know the story. To the haters, to the people digging around, it's not your business. And the people that support me know it's not their business either. Non-violent, of a certain nature types of crimes can have different stories and different circumstances, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, when it comes to the comments on the Facebook post regarding the mugshot that was brought up, I did not know about that before I went live this morning. So my original demeanor in that live did not take that into context. So I'm going to explain those comments, even though it's nobody's fucking business, because the nature of the accusations are so severe. You guys know my story and how serious I am when it comes to things like child exploitation and children's safety and things like that. I don't fucking play. So when that was brought to my attention, like basically as the live ended, someone DM'd me the screenshots of the comments because before then I was unaware. I'm going to just summarize the comments because there's like people's real names involved and I don't want doxing to be a thing here. I am just saying that all of this stuff happened a long time ago. I wasn't involved in it. This is private people's personal business. Someone wrote a false accusation against him that had never met him, whose daughter had never met him, because this man was married and was trying to get with someone he was related to. And so this person went online and was spreading lies about multiple people, including people associated with that family member. So if you read the context and like some of the responses back in those messages, that accusation is completely unfounded. There's no legal anything. I encourage anyone with any proof there's actually someone who was harmed, to take that to the authorities and handle it through the authorities if a crime occurred. Because I'm very firm in the fact that nothing happened. And it was all fabricated. This is all something that's being blown out of proportion by people that don't like me because they are desperate to create a Tommy 2.0 situation for Girl World. They are desperate to find his flaws and to figure out a way to make this not work. They are desperate, and I will not let them interfere in my real life. I will live my life the way that I want to, and I will do what I see best for me, myself, and I, and the people that I surround myself with. I'm getting to know this person. I don't know if I'm going to get in a relationship with him. I don't know what else I may or may not find out. I don't know, but I'm not going to give up this opportunity because of people peer pressuring me on the internet to turn fabricated shit into tea time that then actually impacts real life relationships for me. Exactly. I'm not going to let them steal my joy. Absolutely fucking not. So that's where I stand on this, and I'm not joking. If I'm wrong, if something happened, please report it, because then I shouldn't be associated with that person. But I know the back end stuff that I'm not sharing on here. That's where I'm leaving that. That's where I stand on that. As a lot of my viewers know, I wasn't streaming for 2 weeks just to prevent for the chance my niece accidentally got caught on camera. Because I don't fuck around when it comes to children's safety. I don't mess around when it comes to child exploitation. And I'm being careful with my word choices because of YouTube. It's just so frustrating because I also know what it's like for someone to come on the internet and completely fabricate a story about you and make up complete bull-faced lies to create a narrative to make you out to be a bad person to justify their bad actions. I know exactly what that feels like, and that is what that situation is. So, I'm very thirsty. Let me find my water. I didn't fabricate any stories about Zachary Michael. I discussed what I saw on Reddit. So if people are fabricating on Reddit, they were fabricating on Reddit, girl. I don't know what to tell you. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'd have to actually watch his stream. What? In the past, I've recapped other Girl World stuff, but not ZM. Yeah, I popped in to unfollow him because I re-downloaded Twitch, so I went ahead and unfollowed Zach because I never unfollowed him back from when I was a viewer. So yeah, I wasn't there today. That is correct. That's the first time since I stopped messing around with his content. But Zachary Michael has nothing to do with this video. I don't want to talk about him. I said what I said and I meant what I said. I did see him scroll through his videos and I saw he's been watching all my lives. When I saw that, I just kind of went, okay, and I bounced. I didn't know if he was going to start talking about anything that I didn't want to be around for. So. I'm so thirsty. I've had a little more soda than water the past day or two. I never said I didn't write about him. I said I never did recaps. I've commented stuff, yeah. Y'all are just twisting my words. Again, I never did recaps. Y'all are twisting shit. Zachary Michael has nothing to do with what I actually care to talk about today, so we can drop that topic. Oh, it's still partially frozen in the center. How is that possible? How? What the fuck does that say? I have no idea. That's not any of y'all's business. It is a mess. It's insane. This whole situation is batshit crazy. I'm not gonna comment on that. That's not my business. That's not y'all's business. I'll find out when I find out, but that's not y'all's business. Again, I protect children, so I'm not gonna discuss the matters involving children. At this point, I'm ready to move on, so the chat can move on with me, or we can time out for the day, because I'm done. I've said what I said. People need to get a life. I'm sorry you have to deal with this, Rosie. I wish the very best for you. You deserve it. Thank you, Jen. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, people are just meddling, and I'm, like I said, I'm just getting to know this person. Again, I know stuff y'all are never gonna know, and that's that on that. I had a great time. I thought we weren't gonna go to karaoke, and then we ended up going to karaoke. Everyone has a story in their own shit. Nobody is perfect. How about we give some grace for things we know absolutely nothing about? Yep. Because I'm not joking. If I was lied to, which I don't think I was, but if I was, and there was a real victim in a real crime, then there needs to be a real police report and a real arrest warrant. That's what I'm sticking to for that. Or I would just like to speak to the person. Honestly, that would be enough for me. You can't control what I say, Jamie. It's all over Reddit. I'm not the only one who thinks it. I know you're a super fan, and you can be mad about my opinion, but that's my opinion. Okay, I'm telling you how I feel. Yeah, anyway, I would really like to move on. Honestly, she's pretty good about not being disrespectful, which is why she doesn't get blocked. But that backhanded shit you just said is real close to getting you blocked, though. So, I don't know what flavor profile I want to go for, but I'm going to just basically, fry up some chicken. I think I might make it more versatile and just, pair it with a sauce. I slept really good last night, though. I'm pretty hungry, because, when I'm over there, they're doing a bunch of renovations, and the oven door broke. That's not what I said, but okay. I'm gonna twist my words again. I posted a cute little Instagram story because, as I stated, if I had a conversation and there was proof something actually, a girl is saying that happened to her, that's an entirely different thing, but that's not what the situation is. I just want to get done dealing with this raw chicken. My days was great. I had a great day. Outside of the internet, my life was fantastic. Great day, that's an understatement. Hush your mouth. Hush your mouth. Okay, if you feel that's necessary, I understand. Best of luck to you. As Tina Fey once said, thank you for leaving. Oh, I love that. We're keeping the cooking simple because I'm going to do this and then I'll probably eat and then I will then cook up the 3 pounds of chorizo. Taste it. I bought it in bulk from the discount store. I'm not very familiar with chorizo, so if I don't like it, I'm just gonna have to take the L and throw it out. It's also kind of old, so again, if it's freezer burnt. I'm turning this bullshit situation on its head to be a positive. So because this happened, I'm just calling him Jeff now, and I have something I want to play for y'all. Copyright might get me, but I don't care. So I'll be right back. Oh no, it hasn't sunk yet. I might have to wait for the next live. Damn. Sorry, I didn't mean to get you guys' hopes up. So thirsty. I'm gonna need to focus on stuff in real life. We haven't scheduled the next hangout yet. We're hoping to see each other sooner rather than later, but is today Monday? What day is it? I love how the haters are probably watching and seeing you unbothered. LOL. Yeah, because I'm not gonna let them affect me. We've only known each other in person for about like a week and a half. I'm not even gonna broach a topic with him again to see where he's at until we've known each other for like minimum a month, maybe 2. I don't date easy. I don't let someone be my boyfriend right away. As much as I like this guy, I don't know if he's going to be my boyfriend and if that's what I actually want. Because again, there's stuff that I'm not sharing with the internet. So I have my checks and balances of things that I want. I have a really good feeling about this guy. But exactly, Rosie has standards, y'all. I really do. And a lot of people watching me right now don't think that I deserve to hold a standard to myself because they won't hold themselves to a similar standard because they're so desperate to be picked and desperate for a man. Like, it's a common thing among a lot of certain types of people. Man or woman, I should even say, depending on sexuality and blah, blah, blah. My point being, I'm having a fantastic time. And this is the first real thing I've had since I ended a relationship 4 years ago. I'm enjoying it. That's that. Ain't nothing stopping me. It's fatphobic to think that of all bigger people, like, all desperate to be picked. Yeah, I agree. I think there are people desperate to be picked who aren't fat. That, just to be clear, I wasn't saying that, but I know what talking point you're talking about. There's a lot more to think about than just liking someone. Exactly. Time will allow me to see in action who he is. Well, Haley, between those 2 chats, I would recommend getting with a doctor because I'm having a good time. All right. So, okay, let me talk about when I told him. He was out of the house when I found out, so I had to sit there and I just like very slowly breathed and kept calm. I was like, okay. So he comes back and I go, hey, so something else has happened, and he was like, literally just like, oh boy, what's up? Like, he wasn't like mad or like defensive or like acting weird. He was just like, oh boy, what's up? So I hand him my phone with the screenshots. He starts reading it and he gets like a part of the way through and he goes, yeah, and he instantly tells me who he is, what happened, why the lie was said, that it was a complete fabrication. He's never met this man. He's never met this person. It was done for nefarious reasons. That had nothing to do with him. It was just someone else lashing out at a different person and people surrounding that person because of messy drama. It has nothing to do with me or him. And he didn't get mad. He didn't get defensive. He just explained himself. And I was like, okay, unless I'm shown otherwise, I believe you. We're on the same wavelength we already were on. I just don't like having to go through this publicly. It's obnoxious. So hopefully, after today, I won't be broaching these topics again. I appreciate your concern, but I think I'm okay. And again, there's stuff I'm not saying because it's just not your guys' business. It's just not your business. All of this was judged up with malicious intent. All of this was judged up against everybody's will, brought to light by very malicious people who have done multiple things to attack me and to infiltrate my community and to just in general mess with me in my life. It's pathetic. I lost my appetite a little bit. Literally, this dude treats me like, I don't even know what other word to say. Like, he treats me like a princess. Why do my lips look blue? Am I crazy? Oh my god, Florida was unbearable today. Like, unbearable. Come in, we gotta talk. Come here.
Hi, my name is Rosie. I have tiggle bitties. Alright?